Keep it pyro.
Alright, welcome back. It's the Flip Life Radio Show. Special guest Nasty C in the building. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you, man. I feel
welcome, famo.
Feel welcome.
Thank you for coming, man. But what the format of this show is, we kind of have a discussion about different topics.
Okay.
And we kind of throw it straight into that first before we get into the artist music.
Okay.
So Big Ben, you're gonna ask the first question.
Okay. So how do you feel the influence of African music is having across the world?
I think it's big, man. It's insane. It's beautiful. It's just bridging the gap way more faster than any other instrument could ever.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's beautiful. It's being accepted in every corner of the world, man.
You mean like bridging the gap of the cultures of?
Yeah, the cultures, different continents, people who never thought that actually get to interact are now like making music together, calling each other brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man.
It's a beautiful thing.
Especially you.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I'd be here as soon as I am right now if it really wasn't for Afrobeat just kind of like crossing the borders and introducing Africans to the world in that manner, in such a manner where it's just like accepted.
Yeah, man.
In this manner, it's crazy.
Do you think maybe with the American or other artists that are using this kind of sound, that enough credit is being given for where the music comes from?
Some of them, no, but I mean, wouldn't it be weird if they gave credit every single time they use it?
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of feel like that. I mean, I feel like they do feature the artists, so which is dope, and they do recognize that they haven't changed the name of the genre or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's still Afrobeat. You can still hear where it comes from. It comes from Africa. Still African made and owned.
Yeah. No, I see where you're coming from, because the influence kind of goes both ways as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in South Africa, I'm guessing there's an American influence.
Yeah.
Is there a UK influence?
Right now, it's starting to come up.
A little bit.
Yeah. More especially in like the hip hop side of things.
Mm.
Yeah,
so
like
where are your influences
grind.
from? What's influenced you?
Wayne and T.I.
Okay. Yeah.
What was it about I guess their music and music from America that touched you so much?
But at the time I didn't know what music came from what part of the world. So to me, music was just music, right? And then I think it was Top Back Remix by T.I. that I heard. I was 9 years old. I was either on my way to school or on my way back from school. But I remember I saw this video and I just saw the way they dress, the attitude, the self-confidence. And I was a young kid at the time, so these are things that I obviously lacked and needed. So when I saw that in someone that was doing it in such a fashionable manner, I just wanted to do it too.
So what era of T.I. and Wayne?
What you know about that, around the King album.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was saying, because they're real eclectic with like the different tempos, like the boom bap, the trap.
Exactly, yeah.
Is that something that's influenced you?
Yeah, definitely. Because I listened to Lil Wayne and T.I., those are two different styles. Yeah. And you know, Wayne doesn't stick to like the same sound. He'll go rock, he'll do trap, he'll do something boom bappy. But he'll always like tell the story so well, and just like his cadence, his lines, just like the way he just does it was just like so flawless. It kind of made me appreciate all those aspects of his music. And then from just like branching out from him, I started listening to other people that make that type of music. So from rock, I started finding out about Marilyn Manson.
Okay, sick.
The boom bap side, started finding out about
that's a long time ago for you
and all these people. Yeah. Just like random research, just trying to educate myself.
Hip hop does that, man. Hip hop makes people go back and listen to crazy genres. I've gone through that journey, man. Yeah. What about back home? Are there any key artists from back home that influenced you coming up?
I have to say Proverb in terms of just like lyricism. I guess he's the one I always respected in SA. Yeah,
I heard of him.
Yeah, he was really cool.
Do you think an artist like yourself from South Africa or other African countries as well, do you think you need to reach like America and other countries to have like a successful career?
No.
I think this is for people over here who might not realize what's going on back home.
No. We don't need to branch out to be successful or to have. We have over 1 billion people in Africa.
Yeah, straight.
You could blow up and be a megastar just in Africa, but we just like doing it because music is a universal language. So what's the point of just keeping it in one continent? You have to spread it out, let other people feel it, see how they react to it.
And do you still wanna?
Yes, branch out.
Hell
yeah.
Reach
I
other
wouldn't
markets.
be here if I.
No,
I wouldn't be here.
What's the market you want most?
it's not that I want this market most. It's just that if I were to get it and be able to keep it and actually have like and be able to do like a 20,000 show, it would be dope. I feel like it'd be such a huge accomplishment. But if I could do that in like Japan, somewhere in Asia,
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's
when you know.
doable though. They embrace stuff over there, man.
yeah,
How's the journey been so far? Then stepping out, how have you been embraced so far?
it's been amazing. I even I know I'm from Africa, but I'm from South Africa, so I didn't really travel that much in like the early stages of my career. I only started going outside of SA a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And I started going.
You mean in
hectically.
Africa?
Yeah, in Africa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then hectically around this year, the beginning of this year, that's when I started really going back and forth, like for real. Like in a month, I do like 3 countries.
Yeah.
So it's a new experience for me, and it's exciting every single time.
That makes
It's like,
sense, though.
I never know what to expect. I might only 6 people might know me in the whole country,
Yeah.
or I might have fans that actually come to the show and show me love. But it's always been love, always.
Yeah.
Do you get any hate? Any haters out there?
You never see a hater in person. You know that, right? It's funny. It's the most insane thing. You'll never meet a hater. They'll
Yeah,
always be
never.
online. You'll never meet them ever. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I was thinking? 'Cause I'm South African as well.
Yeah.
These times here, like South Africa's kind of disconnected from the rest of Africa. I was wondering if like the music
Yes.
has been connecting South Africa to the rest of Africa.
Yes, it definitely has.
Yeah.
And I think it's because the stuff is going both ways now. We play a lot of the Afrobeat
In
the
South
clubs.
Africa,
Yes,
yeah.
we
Yeah.
have dedicated hours in the clubs.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely, it just has to play. And then with them, there's just some stuff that comes out of South Africa that they could never deny,
Yeah.
like the Gqom wave.
Yeah, that's big right now.
And just like the big hip hop tracks, and the Mafigi Zolas, you still have those guys. They're still doing major things outside of South Africa, but in Africa.
Yeah.
So I think because we're a fan of artists that side, and they're a fan of us, that bridge will never break.
You've worked with Davido and Runtown and
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
are you personally? Do you feel like you're bridging that kind of gap with the hip hop?
Yes.
I was told like. I went to the Gambia last year, so I started hearing a lot of Afro beats.
Yeah.
Just in the club, and I was like, I really embraced that music. And then I started looking online, like, where's the hip hop stuff? And from what I was finding, it was like South Africa's where the hip hop stuff is at.
Yeah.
So
Bridging the gap.
you think it's you that's bridging it yourself?
I'm not gonna take full
But
responsibility.
it's something
of
you're
that.
doing.
I'm definitely part of the guys that are doing that, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
you're at the forefront of it. You feel?
Yes. I mean, I have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
have to be, man.
Well, South African artists themselves are getting a lot of recognition. Like,
Yes, they're working.
some on the Black Panther soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do you lot collaborate a lot? It seems like you got a song with MT and
Yeah.
do you fuck with each other?
Oh, we could cuss here? I've been censoring myself so much.
We slightly avoid it, but he's just throwing it out there. So I guess so.
Okay.
I'm a rebel for no reason.
No, I mess with a lot of people, man, down there. It's just that when it comes to work, I take my craft very seriously. So I never just do a song for the sake of just doing a song. If I feel like
There has
me
to
and
be a
you,
reason.
yeah, if I feel like me and you could put out a sick song, something magical, then I'll get in the studio with you and we'll do it. Or if you're my friend and I feel like I could help you by giving you this feature for you to get something, then I'll help you. But I'll never just make a song for the sake of making a song. Because sometimes these songs stay in the other artist's laptop forever and then you forget about it. They use it
You
by
wasted your
themselves.
time, man.
Yeah, no, I don't
Yeah.
like to do that.
But do you like mess with each other?
Yeah.
Socially, I mean.
Yes,
like,
yes, definitely.
you
Every
all-
time we see each other, it's always love. We always supporting each other, reposting each other's stuff. It's all love.
That's a good look.
If you look at I guess the spectrum of hip hop in America at the moment,
Yeah.
I guess Drake is like the biggest rapper in the world in a sense, and he's from Canada. Do you think like a rapper from South Africa or the UK or somewhere else in the world could ever be that biggest rapper in the world?
I'm betting on myself to be.
Yeah, that's the aim, yeah.
Nasty C number
That's
one.
the
Yeah.
aim.
I respect
That's the aim,
that.
trust me.
Yeah, man.
You got some big collaborations apart from the African ones, like
Yeah.
French and
I guess them ones as well, though.
Ferg. And Davido and Runtown's huge collaborations, loads. What was the first one you was like, yo, this is a huge one? Like you was gassed
The
off.
first one, I think it has to be Davido.
Yeah.
Because I was a fan before I even thought I could ever reach him. And he reached out to me, so I was like, what's going on here?
That's it.
You know,
That's
that was dope.
Okay.
That
So
really
was that a big moment for you in
Yes,
your career
it was.
where you felt like,
It was.
I can really do this?
Definitely was. Because I didn't even have my own place to stay at that time. I was still staying at home, my parents' house. I was still in school.
Okay.
Yeah, I still had like a couple thousand followers on Twitter. Nobody really know who I was. I've never been on TV, and here this guy comes asking to do a remix.
And how about the American ones then as well? How did the first one of those come about?
The first one was French Montana. I think the label that I was with at the time, the camp I was with at the time, had that connection, and they wanted him to come on one of the songs. That my album was already finished even, and they said he's available to do a verse. So if you could give him something, he'll do something. And I just gave him a bunch of songs, and he picked one.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's dope. What about your favorite?
My favorite is the one with A$AP Ferg. He was down.
One. Yeah, Spang
just
on, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
He was down in SA a couple months ago. We were co-headlining a show, and we just exchanged contacts.
Yeah.
And I sent him a couple ideas. He liked them, sent them back to me, and we've been going back and forth. He's just like, I like this, I like that. And funny enough, that verse wasn't even supposed to be on that song.
Okay.
It was for another song titled "Give Me That," but I just felt like it fit perfectly on this song. And
It works like that sometimes. Yeah. Man. What about like dream? Like if you could work with anyone in the world, anytime.
It's gonna sound Adele.
Adele, yeah?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And we was gonna ask you who from UK
Yeah, that was the next question. That's crazy.
I really want to work with Adele.
Why her, man?
I don't know. She's just, I relate to her music so much, and her voice is just so strong and powerful, man. She's just amazing.
What kind of style record do you think you would make? Like what
I feel
genre
like,
would it fit in?
You know, because I'm so much of a fan of hers, I watch sometimes her videos where she's just like doing fun stuff, and she cusses a lot. She's so chill. She's so chill. So we'll probably make like 5 different types of songs. Like we'll do a super deep song, we'll do a sad song, we'll do a love song, we'll do this and that. I feel like we do anything.
I kind of want to hear this now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make this happen somehow.
Crazy.
Go on.
No, you go on.
I was gonna say, you did a freestyle over the Duppy that recently came out.
Yeah.
You've been following the battle. How do you feel about what's happened since that?
Oh man, Push. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you sad that it ain't gone ahead though? Like that there was no reply from Drake?
Yeah, I was disappointed because I thought Drake was gonna come back with like 5 tracks after that. You know, Drake doesn't play that. Drake comes at
I'm expecting the hit. He usually like.
Right,
he has a hit in his arsenal of
and I don't know. I think he thought he had one with I'm Upset.
You think so?
But people don't like it.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's really connected to the battle or not. I don't. It's like he wasn't. Nah. I don't know.
Nah, because
I don't think
you haven't seen these interviews with Jay Prince saying that
he had one.
Yeah,
but it would have ruined Kanye's.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a cop out or not.
I don't know. I don't know.
Back to you. Strings and Bling, the new album.
Yeah.
What can we expect from it, man?
Man, so much energy, so much lyricism at the same time, a different flavor of what hip hop could be, and not just like the regular stuff that people are putting out now. Not to throw any shade or anything. And
how does it differ from Bad Hair?
This time, I was in such a good space, man, because I was at a point where I was working on myself as a person, not just like as an artist. So I was working on myself as a person, as a kid, growing. So I was educating myself, and I just overcome certain stuff like low self-esteem, self-confidence, all that type of stuff. And I feel like you could feel my growth when you listen to it and you compare it to all the other stuff that I put out.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah. What about genre-wise? What kind of sounds are we gonna expect to hear on there?
Just everything.
Everything.
I got a song from Monday, Tuesday to Sunday. Every single mood, I have a song for it.
Yeah. I like that, man.
Why is it called Strings and Bling?
Strings, the guitar elements that are on there, and every other string instrument, actually, like the cello and all that type of stuff. And
you got cellos on there, yeah?
Right. And strings also just means my connections. You know, I have a special connection with my mother. My mother passed away when I was 11 months, so I don't know my mother. But nah, it's cool, man. I have a special relationship with her. I know she's always looking down on me. It's just something that drives me, keeps me going every single day. So that's an important string in my life. The strings that I pull when I'm in a sticky situation, people I call, those are my strings. My girl, my friends, my lost friends. And so those are the strings that have been cut and all that type of stuff. And then the bling side of it is just, one, obviously the bling, because I love bling. And then also just me shining, me being spontaneous, me being different, creative, and being like a piece of art.
See.
You know? So.
Is this your first project on a major label? Is it coming out on a major label?
Yeah, this is my first under major label. Yeah.
How did that come about, and what's the difference in your process now?
I guess now it's a bit more professional than it used to be, because it used to just be, and it's still me just recording in my room really, but now it goes like 5 steps beyond that. Before it was just me doing everything in my room.
Yeah.
Everything from making it to publishing it, everything.
Yeah.
But now we go through the mixing phase a bit more carefully with a bit more attention. The mastering phase,
you got
the packaging. Yeah, now I have a team that could help me, come up with these. You know what I'm saying? The direction of the album and all that type of stuff. But when it comes to like the creative side of it, where it just comes down to like making music, everything's still the same. I'm still making music in my room.
Yeah, and the music that you want to make.
Yeah,
that's from the heart, man.
Yeah, I turn it in. I don't
Yeah.
get ideas or nothing like that. No, I turn it in.
You have complete control.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, man.
So have you experienced any racism yet? In the last year?
No, since that interview. No, I haven't. I had not direct racism anyways. I mean, I've seen old timers get jealous when their daughters or when their sons see me at the airport and they fan out and they look at me weird. But it's never that.
Or the parents.
Yeah, it's never something that touches me. I'm just like, man, you stop it.
I watched the interview. I was mad happy. I was like, I hope he never experienced it.
No, I haven't. That doesn't
If you
count.
want to, though, I can get Nova to call you a nigga.
No, you can't.
No, don't do that.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
No, don't do that.
No, play it.
I want to go back to something you just touched on, where you said getting through like low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Do you feel like music has helped you greatly to do that?
Definitely.
What advice would you give to like a young person who's in the position you were in when you was feeling like when you had more like low self-esteem?
I say when you listen to when you listen to your music, don't compare it to anything else that's out there. Don't try to think whether people would like it or not. Don't try to think that what people expect from you and try to give them that. Just do you and just like stay in your head, because this is what really helped me, just reading a lot of books and just staying in my head so much that I ended up loving it there, versus me being or trying to chase what everyone else has in this outside world. I loved it up here. So in doing that, every time anyone would ask me anything about myself or ask me to critique my work, I ended up noticing that now I'm actually proud of everything I do, because it's me and I accept it and I love it.
Yeah,
and
man.
that's just something. It's a big step. It's a big step to get over when you're like a kid growing up, because in this industry, obviously, you're always being judged. Every single morning, I wake up to somebody judging me, somebody cussing me out, and that type of stuff could break you as a human.
You read the comments?
Yeah, I mean, I do sometimes. I won't even lie, bro.
Don't do it, man.
Sometimes I like while I'm reading a comment and I realize that it's taking like a negative turn, I'll scroll past it quickly. But then sometimes I'm just like, let me see if I can take it. Let me challenge myself to take this, and just.
If you click
smile
on the
and brush it
person
off.
who's leaving the bad comment, you'll see that it's not
It's
worth
not worth
reading. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Half the time they don't exist.
Yeah, and also those people, they tweet whatever they want to tweet, and they get over it in like the next 3 minutes. You read it and you sob the whole day.
Yeah.
They don't even think about you the whole day, and you thinking about something.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
That's
And
real.
they ain't worth thinking about it.
Yeah, they weren't even thinking. They just.
Yeah, man.
So what's your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal is to eventually be able to make an artist as big as Adele.
Yeah, like create your own one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you.
I do a lot of writing. I write for some artists too. I produce. So if I could one day be able to take raw talent and just like true potential and be able to look after it and make it and turn it into something huge.
So on the business side, and also like the nurturing artist kind of side.
Yeah.
That's good. You're thinking that far ahead, since you're still quite young and
Yeah, I still have to get that big myself.
But you still say you're gonna be the biggest rapper in the world
Yeah,
first.
so that's
there's
why.
that goal as well.
That's a good way to think about
Yeah,
it.
man.
Yeah.
But you produce, right? And so you do a lot yourself. So you
Yeah.
want to be writing for the acts.
Yeah.
You've also worked with some acts that aren't well known at all, like, and help bring them up.
Yeah, I guess that's just like the spirit in me, man. It's like I've always wanted this coming up as an artist. I've always wanted somebody to help me, somebody to guide me, somebody to let me know that it's okay to be different. It's okay to do this and that. Don't try to do this and that. Just do whatever you want to do and all that type of stuff. So that's why I'm trying to be that person to these other artists. People look at them and say, even though they don't say it, they treat them like their style is too different to mess with, so they just brush them off. I worked with them purely because of that, because their style is different.
Yeah,
Just to
yeah,
let them know, you don't. I could put a verse in your song and it might not even do anything, but the fact that I gave you that feeling that, okay, this guy is who he is and he still messes with me because I'm different. Maybe I should just stick to being different. Maybe one day it will work, because a lot of people don't give those people that type of motivation, inspiration.
That's important, man.
Yeah, and I always wanted that as an up and coming artist.
Yeah.
You feel like that's happening more?
Now,
Yeah.
to other people,
Yeah, to other people, not yourself.
yeah, I guess it is. But sometimes, like, it be an agenda behind it. Like, you know, some artists help up and coming artists because they trying to be liked in that artist's city or whatever. Like if you up and coming from Durban, and everyone recognizes you in Durban, some cat from Cape Town will come and will mess with you because they trying to get more shows in Durban.
Do you think that's been happening to you in your career?
No, I do it. Some of the stuff that I do so low key. People don't even know it's me.
Yeah.
That helps.
No, but I mean, like, say other artists that have worked with you.
Oh yeah, I know.
They're trying to get shine.
Yeah, I know. Some of them have definitely done that, but because I knew I was getting something out of it, I was cool with it. I was like,
it goes both ways.
I was like, okay.
What about so far in your career? What's your biggest highlight that's happened to you so far?
My biggest highlight, Personally, it has to be the show I did in Durban, the Ivy Sun tour.
Okay.
I did my own show, and it was 6,000 people.
Dope.
And it was crazy. It was one of the few times where I get to perform
in your hometown.
In my hometown. But more especially just like for a whole hour, where I'm just on stage for a whole hour, just performing even the songs that aren't playing on radio, but people still sing word for word.
Yeah.
You know, that's important to me. Yeah, it makes me feel like these people are really listening. They're not they don't just hear my songs by like coincidence when they get in the car and the radio's playing. Yeah, man. And that's really dope. That's really dope.
You see, you got 2 new songs, King and Jungle.
Yeah.
And they're both on the Strings and Bling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Jungle song.
Yeah.
I could hear like a UK influence in it. Obviously, because you said Dano.
That's why I had to shoot the video here too.
Oh, you shot the video here?
Yeah, I shot the. I don't know, man. It's just the grime scene just kind of took me by surprise, and it's just.
Bro.
I don't know what it was, but that's why I shot the video here on Sunday. But definitely, I mean, I wasn't inspired by anything in particular, but when I made that song, I definitely could feel like a UK artist getting on it and messing with it. If I hadn't finished it, I probably would have gotten somebody from here too.
Sick. So who you messing with here then from the artists you're hearing?
Man, I'm messing with Gigs.
Dope.
I'm messing with Skepta, Stormzy, and there's a couple that I just can't remember. But every time I'm on YouTube, like I won't just listen to Gigs. Whatever pops up underneath, I play it. See what.
How about the Afro beats kind of stuff? You've been hearing that?
I've been hearing that, but I'm not.
It's not your world.
It's not. It's not my world. I mean, I do it because I can do it, but it's not really something that.
Because I was gonna ask you that because of the Runtime thing. Is that something you're gonna make more of?
If Runtime puts me on more songs,
so he organized that song. What did it say?
Coke Studios.
Coke
Studios put that together. Coke Studios they have this little. You know how it works, right? The episodes.
No, I hadn't seen them before. So over here, and like we like Red Bull do something similar. It seemed like that, but I hadn't seen the Coke one before.
Yeah, they just basically put together 2 artists from completely different worlds, and they just make them jam and put together.
So that's the idea.
That was my second episode, Coke Studios episode that I did.
And who did you work with on the other one?
The first time it was Buffalo Soldier. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, reggae artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
We figured the name.
I was like, you mess with a lot of genres, man.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a good look.
Yeah, I love music, man.
Wicked, man. Alright, well, blessed for coming through, man. I hope you've been enjoying the UK while you're here.
I have.
So it's been alright. The food ain't been too bad and all of that.
No.
There's not as much bumper as South Africa, but you got some beautiful women. Don't have some fun while you're here.
Yeah, I've seen them. Don't worry, I've seen them.
And the album. When's the album out? Before we go, and where are people gonna be able to find it and find you?
I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all the same thing @nasty_CSA. The album Strings and Bling coming out on the 6th of July. My bad. And Jungle and King featuring A$AP Ferg out right now on iTunes and every other platform.
Bang, man. Sick. Look out for it. It's PyroRadio.com, Flip Life Radio Show.
Keep it Pyro.